Today I'm with a very good friend and a brother from Kenya. Let me ask him to introduce himself.
Well, thank you very much, Joseph. My name is Kelvin Kaloki, and I'm from Kenya. Yes.
Kenya, and what do you do?
Uh, well, in Kenya, I've been involved in volunteerism work for quite a number of years, since way back while I was still in school, when I was still at the university. That's about 7 years ago.
Wow.
So since that's when I started this volunteerism work. We were mostly focused on community work,
Yes.
specifically youth.
Mm-hmm.
So we have been doing this up to date,
Wow.
and that's 7 years way back.
How does it look?
Well,
Because the reason why I'm asking this question, many young people when they hear volunteer is why do I have to work for free?
yeah. Well, sometimes you have to give back to the society, because I believe the society, in some way or in some degree, has invested in you. So when you do volunteerism work to the community, you are actually giving back to your own community, your own people, because sometimes I don't believe. Sometimes it's all about the material aspect, but sometimes it's about service.
Yes.
And I always believe that service to humanity is the best service you can ever give. It's a passion. It's a passion you will cultivate with time. It's something you learn to do with time, and at some point it's rewarding. It's fulfilling. When you look back and you see yourself that, yeah, I did this for free, I did it out of a good heart. You see you have changed lives, you have touched lives, you have improved somebody's life. That's the most noble thing you can do.
Can you give us some example of really the work you have done in the past, which has earned some results?
Yes. In the past, we have been involved in a number of initiatives. Some of our young people were involved in the drafting of the Copenhagen initiative on climate change. We actually were part and parcel of drafting the Kenya youth position on climate change in Africa. And that was a paper that was adopted by the United Nations. It was adopted and inculcated in their agenda on issues to do with climate change, COP21.
Yes.
Another thing we have done, we have been able to do a lot of civic education in the community. And out of our work, so many people have risen up to hold their leaders accountable and ask them, we elected you to do this and this. Our constitution states that you do this and this. Are you doing it? And some of the leaders, they hate us because we enlighten our people. We give them the confidence they need, the tools they need to hold them accountable.
That's nice.
To hold them into position and ask them tough questions that they cannot answer. Their failure to deliver what they're supposed to deliver has finally come out.
So some of the leaders don't like you.
They don't like us.
I see.
When they see us do this work, they feel these guys are ruining, they're destroying our future. They're destroying our votes. But look, we cannot allow just one or two individuals jeopardize the life of maybe a generation.
Yes.
We cannot allow that because of their own selfish interests. Because when you're an elected leader, when you're a public official, your duty, your sole duty is to serve those people.
Okay.
That's what we do.
Yeah, I recently read about a project of water you have been involved in.
Yes.
Can you please tell us in a short?
This is a beautiful project. It started way back in 2013, but we came on board last year, 2016. So when we joined, we had only about 13 boreholes, because as you know,
In
Kenya,
which side, which area? You use county?
Yeah, county, Machakos County. Machakos County, yeah.
Okay.
So it is a very dry place. So we started with about just two. There were about 13 boreholes. But when we came in, up to now, we have been able to do about 300 boreholes.
Really?
Yes, and people are very happy. Somebody who used to trek for about 10 kilometers, right now they're just taking about 5 minutes and they have water.
And it's clean water?
It's clean water.
Really?
Clean water, tested, very good water.
And where did you get funds?
We actually, it is a project of Machakos County government. So we help the county government implement the project.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. And I hear you have been involved into SDGs work.
Yes. So we're in partnership with our partners in South Africa, that is Africa Monitor, Johannesburg.
Okay.
So we have been involved in SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. So right now, what we are doing, we are advocating for the implementation of the sustainable goals in our country, Kenya. So we're involved in the process of the implementation of these goals, especially for youth to be part and parcel of this process.
Yes.
Kenya recently released their final roadmap for the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals.
Yes.
Mostly focused on youth empowerment, on climate change, on health, and
Yes.
specifically on education. So these are those are the 4 goals that we are primarily focused on.
Okay.
Yes.
And I hear you have been conducting a focus group.
Yes, we have been conducting focus groups. We have been holding community hearings where the community members come talk to us. Actually, we realize they don't even know what are these sustainable goals. So that's a big gap that really needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
That all that are in civil society, all the bodies involved in this must come on board and address these issues, because these goals are meant for these people.
Yeah.
And people need to know where the world is, what their governments are doing, and how they hold their governments accountable is by knowing these things, because it's all about civic education. But we realize our governments are failing on their part.
Okay. What are the main issues coming from the community conversation dialogues?
The main issues are poor governance, corruption, issues of negligence by in terms of social security. The elderly are being neglected, poor infrastructure, because one of the agenda, and poverty is a major issue.
Really?
Poverty is a major issue, and most youth are crying because there's so much unemployment, whether educated, whether not educated, and the relevance of even the education. These are some of the issues that are coming out.
Wow. And then what can you tell to a young person who has never been involved in this work of community development? Some people, they haven't even gotten a chance to speak to at least a group of more than 2 people or 3. How can you say what is the reward? What do you gain from the work you do?
What I can say to that young person who is out there, who thinks that they cannot do this, or they're afraid or they're shy to stand before a group of people and just talk to them, just engage them, what I can tell you is this: take courage. Take courage, be bold. Let me tell you, there's a gift in you. There's a special gift in you that only you possess. Nobody else possesses that gift, but only you. So the moment you sit back, you are denying somebody another opportunity to be inspired by you.
So young people should wake up and discover what are their gifts and use them.
Because you hold the inspiration. Maybe you are the key to somebody else's life.
Great.
So the moment you're standing down, you're blocking somebody else's life.
Okay.
Yes.
And personally, what could you say that you have gained from the work you do?
Personally, I've gained fulfillment. And above all, I have really experienced what it means to give back to the society, and what it means when you put yourself in somebody else's shoes. You experience what they go through, and you realize that I'm making a difference, and that itself gives you fulfillment.
And here you have been traveling all around.
Yeah. Well, when you volunteer, opportunities come.
Yes.
And people want to know more, so they invite you.
Yes.
And naturally, we human beings, we are born. We are not born to be confined in one place.
Yes.
We need to move.
Wow.
And exposure. When you travel, you get exposed. You discover, wow, there's a different way of doing things. There are better ways of doing things. And you discover, actually, you thought your mother was the best cook. You discover your mother is not the best cook.
That's
There are better
nice.
cooks.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Like in which few countries you have been to?
I've been to South Africa. I've been to Ethiopia. I've been to Tanzania.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just doing the work you do.
Just
So you are
doing the work.
enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it.
Good.
I'm enjoying it.
Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you
we
very
keep
much.
we keep in touch,
We keep
and
in
I will
touch.
keep on following your activities.
Sure, brother.
And I hope we meet somewhere in Africa
sure we'll
or
meet.
outside of Africa.
Yeah, it's a small world.
Good, good. Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
brother.
brother. Sharp, sharp.